alertness and having great energy throughout the whole ball game. Really felt them behind our guys, and it's much appreciated. Got to give a lot of credit to Matt Clark. He was absolutely outstanding tonight. We had second and third with one out in the first, and wound up striking out Seymour, who is quite honestly one of the best hitters in the country. He's got 82 RBIs, so he leads our league probably by a lot in RBIs. So that was a huge sequence there for Matt to strike him out. Second and third with one out. We wound up getting out of that, giving up nothing. And then in the sixth inning too, we had bases loaded. Another big strikeout in 6-3, wound up only giving up a run in that inning. Being able to limit our damage is a big deal because the crooked number has killed us at times this year. We were able to get out of that, only giving up one run. In the seventh inning, it's a little frustrating. Probably the only mental mistake we made during the game. We had 2 outs. A couple guys got on base, made an error on a ball that was smoked. The ball was hit really hard and a base hit at the middle, and then a little bit of a miscommunication as to whether we wanted to get the out at second base or at first. We got to throw the ball to first base, and we would have wound up getting out of that inning having given up nothing, wound up giving up 2 runs. But the one thing that I told the team after that is we really showed some toughness. I mean, we showed some toughness after that. Being up by 1 run with 6 outs to go, Hall makes a great play in the 8th after a leadoff double. They got the tying run on base there with a leadoff double. Hall makes a nice play in the 8th inning. We wound up not giving up anything there, and then we made 2 great plays in the infield in the 9th to preserve the win. Hit a couple home runs, birdie. Briar Hawkins Bird might be the hottest hitter in the country right now. In the 5th inning, we were able to manufacture a couple runs, which was big for us. T.O. with a leadoff walk, Hall with a base hit, Logan hit a ball deep enough to center field to move the runner from second base over and get a run in, and then Wilkie executed a safety squeeze, which was a team at bat right there, to be able to get us that 4th run. So, just overall, pitching-wise, I thought we did an outstanding job. Matt Clark, Carson Spires, and Owen. Owen threw fine. Owen threw the ball really well. We just felt like the matchup right there, we needed to go with a left-hander. And offensively, we did just enough. We did just enough. I thought Palouse threw the ball really well. Their bullpen was good. But we had to finish a game, and we found a way to do it.
Coach, you've had some blowout wins lately, but how good does it feel to finally gut out one of these one-run games?
It feels great. It feels great. We needed to win a game like this, here at home. Thought it was huge for us. It felt like a Friday night game. I know it's a Thursday night, but it felt like game 1 of a series. When you've got 2 really good arms going against each other, and it's just going to boil down to who comes up with the big hit with runners on base, who can situational hit. We showed that we could do that in the 5th, and who makes plays at the end of the game. Which bullpen does a better job, and I thought Carson certainly did that for us, and we made some great plays on the infield to help us win that ball game.
Well, how great was it for you guys to have Matt come in and pitch that way in a pressure game where you got to have it, and he came through for you?
Well, Matt Clark's pretty much the same guy all the time. He really is. You just watch him over the course of his career, whether it's out of the bullpen or as a starter. We've used him primarily as a starter this year, and he's kind of the same guy every time out. He's just a left-hander with 3 pitches that fills up the strike zone, and his heart doesn't beat a whole lot out there. Whether there's nobody on base or the bases are loaded, he just kind of does what he does. And I've been watching Matt Clark pitch since he was in the 8th grade. So he's been the same. Seriously, I saw him pitch. First time I ever saw him pitch, he was in the 8th grade at Hilton Head High School. So I've been watching him for a long time. I recruited him very early on, simply because you could see it. You could just see it. He was just a strike throwing machine that got everybody out. He just won. He always has, and he always will. So he's just Mr. Consistent.